So you telling me a man can text you, bother you, interrupt my peace, and dog me? You telling me you hit me up just to waste my time in the end when you could have left me the hell alone? Are you serious? What? What the fuck was your point?
If you take a man seriously, you will literally always be fucking sad. All right? Y'all have to learn how to stop taking them so seriously because men are literal jokes. All right? Never deal with a nigga and think like, oh, nah, he won't do me like that. Think he will do you like that. Yeah, he will do me like that. And I will, in fact, do his ass in the same fucking way. Y'all have to learn when people don't give a fuck about you or they doing something wrong to you, you have the power to do it back. Or remove them. It's simple. You don't have to deal with shit that's not making you happy. Literally, it's your world. You have the choice to choose what you want to do. So stop sitting there and being sad over these niggas because there's nothing to be sad about at all.
I just want to get this off my chest real quick. Listen, you know what I'm actually learning in the midst of like conversations and shit like that? I'm learning that a lot of these men out here don't actually like women. And yes, I'm talking about the heterosexual males dating and marrying women. They don't actually like women. They just enjoy having one. So if you remove all of the benefits of the romance, these niggas don't want the responsibility of actually figuring out who you are as a person. I'll take it a step further. Remove all of the superficial shit, the sex, the cooking and cleaning. These niggas don't even want to talk to you. That's why you can date a man and he still treat you like you ain't shit. That's why you can marry a man who never took the time to study who you were. He can't tell your favorite color, nothing. And it's terrifying because this is something most men cannot see in themselves. They don't even like you. They're craving submission over companionship. This is why platonic friendships don't last. The moment you need that nigga to tap in emotionally, you're too emotional. The moment you got a boundary that does not benefit him, you're too independent. My best advice, if you want love, date the man who likes you.
And see, I've learned, one of the smartest things I've learned to do is act like I don't know nothing. I'ma act like I don't know what's going on. Because for some reason, in this world of when you bring up the truth, people still act like you don't know what you're talking about. People still act like you just stuck on stupid. So, I'ma let you think I don't know nothing. I'ma let you think I'm not knowing what's going on or nothing like that. But then when you see that I've been knowing this whole time what's been going on, don't question me. Don't question me, because I didn't question you. I kept going with what you kept telling me, but you thought that I didn't know what I was talking about. You thought that I didn't know what was really going on. The whole time I knew, I just didn't say that. Sometimes the best thing you could do is keep your mouth closed and just move on.
The minute a man says he's busy, acts like he's busy, behaves like he's busy, insinuates that he's busy, make sure it's the last time that he does that. And when I say busy, I mean like all things that are associated with a person being busy. Canceling last minute, breaking promises, not showing up when you agreed to, what else? Having poor communication, lack of communication, inconsistent communication, all things that align with busy. You must understand that it is being done and it is being displayed on display for you in order to destabilize you emotionally. It is human psychology, okay, for when one is unsure, right? When you are uncertain, for you to chase clarity. Men know exactly what they're doing. They deprive you of affection, of consistency, of all of those things, all of those intangibles, in order to humble you, to manage your expectations, to again destabilize you emotionally, to get you to pursue them, to get you to chase them, to get you to lower your self-esteem, lower your standards, to gain easier access, to get you to orbit them, to get you to forsake the things in your life that you deem as important, and to adapt them, you know, and to adapt what you feel like is necessary for you to do or be in order to be chosen by them. I was talking to a friend earlier who was telling me or venting to me about a guy who she was dating who was displaying some of these behaviors. And I told her that men are like children. So backstory, one of the first jobs that I've ever had was I worked with children as a teenager. And even now, I always foster great relationships with children. To this day, I still do. I'm amazing with kids. And children learn this form of manipulation very early, and it grows. There's something that they do not lose as they mature. And when working with children, something that you will notice is that they will manipulate adults out of their affection, out of their attention. And if they cannot get the positive kind of affection and attention, the negative kind will do. So if they cannot get the positive form of it, which is, oh my God, you're doing such a good job, little Alex, they'll take the negative kind. They'll take the kind where you're putting them on timeout and, yelling at them across the classroom and disrupting your lesson to tell them to sit down or to tell them anything. Just they will take the negative attention as well. Men are the same way as well, but it's a little bit more sinister with men. Men know what you want, and they know what it looks like to actually be good to you, but it requires too much work, too much consistency. It is quite literally easier for them to trick you out of an emotional investment, because then they don't actually have to do all of the work and jump through all these hoops to earn an emotional investment. I can just trick you out of it instead through deploying mental manipulation and emotional trick against you. I can do that. It'll be easier. I'll get an investment from you faster and quicker. And I will actually not have to be a good person while I'm at it, right? This will not allow me or call for me to continue being a good person to you. When I was talking to my friend, she was just like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, why wouldn't he call me and why wouldn't he tell me? Like I said, they're like children, right? So if the emotional investment that they're going to get is you texting their phone, blowing them up, calling them back to back, sending paragraphs, showing up, popping up on them and yelling at them and begging and crying and pleading, they will take that. They will take that emotional investment. Do not give it to them. As a woman, you must practice self-confidence. You must have other ministries that you are pouring your energy into. You must get your ego in check as well, because sometimes it is your ego, right? Why you decide to follow and chase and beg and plead, okay, behind certain types of men, because your ego needs to be accepted. It needs to know that it was chosen by someone. It needs to know that someone saw you and decided that you were good enough to be picked. You have to govern your emotions as a woman, because you will be able to think more clearly. You will be able to see, to hover over situations like an eagle, right? We don't have a bird's eye view. When your emotions are in check, you become an eagle. You're able to hover over situations and see exactly what is happening and what reaction is expected of you and why. You must deprive them of it and then get your ego in check. Your ego is what's causing you to fight to be in situations that are not good for you to be in, because it so desperately wants the satisfaction of being picked, of being chosen, of feeling like it's good enough. And when my friend is like, oh, but I don't understand why he wouldn't this or why he wouldn't that, what I will leave you with is things that do not make sense do not happen. So if it's happening and it doesn't make sense, it's being purposely done, okay? The normal thing for someone to do, if you're not going to make it or if you're not, is to communicate that. So when you feel like A romantic interest, or just this is supposed to be a staple for just life, period, but we're going to apply it to romantic interest. When a romantic interest is doing things that does not make sense, you don't even understand why they're doing that. They're doing it on purpose. And once you adapt and apply that rule, okay, you will be fine. You will not sit and ponder and obsess over why someone is doing a particular thing, okay? You will move accordingly. There is nothing feminine about being unstable emotionally or running behind the male. You must also be busy, okay? Be busy with your aspirations, hobbies, your talents, making money, work, gym. Find things that you can be busy doing as well. All right, I'll call y'all back.
So, ladies, you know how we have that running joke, right? That the meaner you are to that man, the better he gonna act, right? The meaner you are to him, the better he's going to behave, right? The meaner you are, the stricter you are, the tighter the program, the better results you receive from said man. It's not a joke no more. It's not a joke. Nope, you got 30 minutes, in fact, because the meaner the women of today become will increase the better quality of men for tomorrow. Amen. And I'm talking scientifically. Scientific evidence supports this. The more aggressive you women get, the better quality of men you will have to pick from tomorrow. And if we're really going to take it all the way there, even a man will tell you. Even a man will tell you he like his women mean. He like his girl mean. He like it. He knows that that's the woman he needs by his side to actually build whatever empire he envisions. He knows this. They'll either say it straight out, listen, my girl mean as shit, she mean as fuck. Or they'll make a joke about it, oh, nobody hates on you harder than your girl. But at the end of the day, that's the woman he chooses to make his wife because he know. He can't do shit with that soft woman. You know exactly the kind of soft I'm talking about. Please, let's not play that semantics game here, okay? Okay. And now commences the part where I give you the scientific evidence so that you could use in future arguments. You are welcome. According to the National Institutes of Health, Lund University, and the PubMed Central, female aggression, female rejection actually acts as a stimulant that helps trigger evolution and helps shape the characteristic traits of males. Last year, it was made aware that it's actually human males that experience this overwhelming sensation to reproduce, which makes sense considering that is the standard with all males across all species everywhere. Their entire existence is to reproduce. But see, the human male was able to convince the human female into believing that that biological clock that he hears ticking away in his fucking system belonged to her when that was a fucking lie. That biological clock was never for us. We have other things that we can contribute to the world aside from children. So now it makes sense when you think about it that if a female rejects a male, that he would evolve into becoming exactly what she would accept. Because the whole point is for what? Him to get accepted by her so that he can what? Reproduce. And now we read the scientific evidence. Boom, female aggression acts as a powerful driver in the evolution of male characteristics by forcing males to adapt to competition, resistance, and male choice constraints, according to studies of various species. While male-to-male competition is a well-studied driver of evolution, accumulating evidence indicates that female competition and aggression, often overlooked, shapes male traits over generations. But I specifically got to bring you ladies to the bulletin point where they're talking about the mate choice and quality control. In some species, such as fish, right? Aggressive females may reject inferior males, promoting the evolution of better adapted, higher quality males. This is what we need to do. This is what we need to do. Men truly think with their penis, and their penis tells them to reproduce. Their penis tells them make babies, make babies, make babies. And they're always looking for somebody to do what? Make some fucking babies. If you reject them, don't get me wrong, violence will also increase. But if we stand strong long enough, they will adapt because their penis is literally pulling them to us. And we're not just talking about their behavioral characteristic traits. We're also talking about physical. You see how these men now are getting smaller, shorter, more curvy, less bass in their voice, no Adam apple, no facial hair, no connecting beard, no nothing. You will literally foster, trigger with our female rejection better quality of men to be produced, because they have to now meet the expectation. They have to meet, you understand, whatever the rubric is to get accepted to do what? Reproduce. This is why most man haters, have a husband, have a man that act right. This is why the meanest fucking girl woman has been in the longest, healthiest, you understand, long-term relationship that you fucking know. This is the reason why. It's because she's mean. And if you want to increase, you understand, the better quality of men that your daughter, your granddaughter, your great-great-granddaughter will have to pick from, all of the women of today collectively have to make the decision to be mean. Be mean. And really quick, let me touch on the violence, because those are the two options that the men have, right? The males have when they are faced with female aggression, female rejection. They'll either get violent or they're going to get with the program, right? In the event that they actually get violent, like I stated, sacrifices have to be made, you know what I mean? But if we continue on, the long-term result is actually decreasing male aggression. In the bulletin point labeled Redefining Male Bias Power Structures, it talks about these species of bonobos, right? How when the females banded together, keyword, banded together, right? When they are displaying female aggression, that it actually acts as a counteract towards male dominance and male aggression, suppressing the dominant males, shaping social dominance hierarchies, which can, over time, select for reduced aggression in males. The more that you actually stand 10 toes down on this, on being mean, on rejecting them, it's actually going to evolve. It's going to call for the evolution of less angrier, less aggressive men. So I guess the men weren't lying when they said that we had to be better. We had to be stronger. We had to pick better, right? Now we start.
Here are the things men do when they want to humble you. Number one, they get you pregnant. Yeah. You see that man, you're his dream girl, he likes you, he fancies you so much, and then he finally has you. The next thing, you're raw dogging his yogurting in you consistently, intentionally, purposely. And you cannot use your head to think, oh, why is he doing this? Some would even go as far as telling you, oh babe, don't take any contraceptive, don't do that. I want to settle down. Is it about pregnancy? Is it pregnancy you want to start with? My dear, don't be a FOOOOL. Be wise. That man does not like you like that. He just wants to humble you. Hence the reason why the moment you get pregnant, guess what happens? He changes. But my darling, he does not really change. He never really changed. That's how he always was. However, he just attained his goal. He has achieved the reason why he wanted to get with you, why he got with you in the first place. And that's why you feel like, oh, now I got pregnant and now he's changed. No, my darling, he has always been that way. He was just waiting for you to get pregnant. So that's one way men try to humble you. And that's the reason why when you get pregnant, you see that they start mistreating you, doing you anyhow, doing you one kind. It's like they went from 100 to 0. And then you start wondering, is it the same man who has been simping, who has been loving, showing me love, care? And I say, yes, it's the same person. Number two, they cheat on you with your close friend or your close circle, someone in the same circle. It could be your family, it could be your cousin, it could even be your sister. That is a man that wants to humble you. There's so many women in this world. There's so many women around. But a man that would intentionally decide that, oh, it's your friend, now your friend, the eye enter. My dear, it's not a mistake. It's not coincidental. It's not because he was tempted or she tempted him. For those of you who be keeping malice with your friends, I pity you. That man wanted to humble you like mad. He never rated you. He does not rate you. He does not respect you. He has a mission to humble you. And that's why when he wanted to cheat, the first person or one of the people on his list is your close circle, your friends. And that is so common. It happens a lot. My darling, it's not because you're doing something wrong. It's not because of it's out of the ordinary. It's because he had a mission, a plan to humble you. Number three, they talk to you in demeaning ways, in demeaning manner around your friends or their friends. Yes. Some of you can relate as I'm talking. You remember that time, those times where your ex, you be around your friends, and that's when they'll start speaking to you in a bad way, in a demeaning, condescending way. Why? But then when you're alone, they respect you, they treat you well, they speak to you well. But suddenly you're with people, you're with his friends, you're around his friends or around your friends. Suddenly his manners has gone out the window, been thrown away. He's forgotten how to speak to you, how to treat you. He talks to you anyhow, he disrespects you. But then But then you ignore it, because when you guys are together, you think about the times when you guys are together alone and he doesn't act that way, so you just look at it that, okay, excuse the behavior, nobody is perfect. My dear, it's not about perfection and imperfection. That man is just trying to humble you by behaving that way. Be wary as well of that kind of man. That's not love. Me, if you talk to me anyhow for where people did me, I will talk to you that I will even be the one to talk. I will even initiate the talking to you anyhow. Say, if you talk to me, if you tell me one trying to disrespect me in front of your friends or my friends, I will run you down. Men know that they do wicked with. I keep saying that men know who they're wicked to. Come and ask some of my exes. Very, very wicked. I'm a wicked girl. Just kidding. I'm a sweet one, babe. Number 4. When he makes special plans, arrangements. You guys make plans. Then at the last minute, he ghosts you. My dear, he did not forget to. And he was definitely not busy. Unless or except he gives a very tangible reason why he was absent, then that's excusable. But you see the one that, this one, they will not even give you any reason. They'll just ghost you. They will stop picking your call, or they will not send. Okay, he's trying to humble you, girl. He's trying to just humble you. Humiliation ritual 101 plus 1 is 102. He's trying to do that with you, and you know what you should do? Humble him right back. Humble him right back. You want me to tell you how to humble him? Make plans with him, seductive plans. Tell them you want to give him all the style. Gawk. Do everything when you guys meet. Send him some sexy ass pics, not nudes. So send him some sexy ass things like this. And then when it's time, ghost him. When it's time, when is the moment so you ghost him? Or when you are in the moment, when it's time to undress, you just tell him, shit, my period just came out, man. I'm in pains, my period just came out. You mean, humble him back after his rod has risen. Leave him there. You say you wicked. You've not met me. Me, I am a wickeder. Wickedest. The last and not the least, every time that they wrong you, they gaslight you. Rather than just apologizing or trying to make you see reasons as to why they did what they did, in a very apologetic way, they gaslight you. They make light of the situation. They make it seem like it's your fault. They make you think you're making a big deal out of it. They make you feel like it's not what you're thinking. They downplay it. Darling, he's just trying to humble you. And we're not perfect. Don't get me wrong. Do you know that as women, as girlies as well, we sometimes try to gaslight situations, sometimes. But if you notice that one of these things I've mentioned, one or more of these things I've mentioned is common with the person you're dealing with, my darling, that man is just with you because he's trying to humble you, not because he likes you, not because he loves you, and definitely not because he sees a future with you. And you know what you should do? Know how to move. I'm gonna catch you later on the next episode, my girlies. Ciao!